Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, July 9th, 2020. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. One thing you'll notice here is we have a narrow range over the last few days. I want to bring this up to a 3-day range here on the PivotBoss Advanced ADR indicator. And what you'll notice here is over these 3 days right there, we have very compressed price action right here. The range, the complete range from high to low over the 3-day range was less than 65% of average, and typically when that occurs, it's an energy building phase that suggests we should see expansion at some point and follow through. And again, given the fact that we have broken to the upside here in this uptrending channel, any pullback, even as deep as 30.80, right, could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. We may not see that move if this thing starts to break to the upside today. We may get a full-on stop run day that takes us much higher. So again, this is going to be interesting to see how price responds out of this range. We haven't broken out of it yet, but we certainly may begin to. The intraday time frame again showing another rounded bottom in the 512 tick chart, 4-minute chart, 5-minute chart, whatever one you want to look at, and we've just broken up above the rim of that pattern at 3165, 3166. So we may be looking at a continuation higher here into the upper zone of this range here, 3200 and beyond. So again, right now, narrow 3-day range that could offer a nice breakout opportunity, and starting to see the early move right now. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll notice the NQ has been very bullish, continues to elongate to the upside here. We've gotten the recent breakout and a solid continuation to the upside here. Again, even if this were to pull back on a 1 or 2-day basis, it could still be a phenomenal buy opportunity for a continuation higher until proven otherwise. One thing we want to continue to watch is this key range right here. We've talked about this key range before. From this high to that low, there's your impulse move. We have now broken to the upside and we have reached 50% expansion. The 100% expansion target is here. That's 10,942.75. 10,942, so it's basically right near that 11K, and we are pushing toward that zone. Again, even if we get a pullback as deep as 10.4, 10.5, it could still be a buying opportunity for 11K here for the NQ. So very bullish right now until proven otherwise. Let's take a look now at crude oil. Now crude oil has been super tight in terms of its price action, just very narrow, compressed price action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days of just very quiet price action, but uptrending behavior nonetheless. Very odd trading these last 6 days here. Perhaps summertime trading coming into play. But overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to start the month is super compressed for the most part. If you look right here, there's a 5-day range. Actually, I just made it 4, so we'll bring this back up and bring it up to 5 right there. I guess it didn't update. Overall, the 4 right here still compressed, and you can just see it's just way off of what it should be, which means this market again coiling up, building energy, and sitting up here above 40. And if there's a failure to hold 40, perhaps there's a rotation back toward 38s. But so far, every pullback has been a buying opportunity. This has been one that hasn't quite gotten to new highs just yet, so it's been a little bit more quiet. So it's very interesting to see how crude oil is playing out here. So very quiet price action overall. Again, even if this thing were to dip down, say into 40 or below, it could still be a buy for a continuation higher. All right, let's take a look now at gold futures. Gold pushed through the 18K or 1800 level rather for the first time since what, 2011? It's been a long time since we've gotten through this level. This is something we've talked about for a while based off of our key range. We mentioned before that this large key range was going to build energy for perhaps a continuation higher into 2 targets, 1831 and 1957. Those are the next 2 major upside targets. We've gotten very close to getting that 1831 yesterday, got as high as 2980. Perhaps today's the day that we hit that level. But again, this is one of those patterns that suggests more upside until proven otherwise. These markets very strong. Gold continues to push higher as well. Again, we talked about the 1750 to 1760 zone. We may even drop just below 17 90 or so and still be a good buying opportunity for continuation toward 1900. So this thing continues to show strength overall. Right now, narrow range, inside day, 50% of average range, so not a whole lot of action just yet. But again, this market's still showing quite a bit of strength. If it can hold or continue to hold above 1800 in the near term, more upside ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.